Hello, welcome to my channel, Save Infinity. In this video, I just wanted to do a quick little oracle reading for you for my little handmade deck. So if this reading has found you, then I trust that it is for you. However, as always with these sort of timeless collective readings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and use your own discernment. Okay, let's see what messages wish to come through. I'll take that belief and imagination card off because that came out on the top of the pre-shuffle. So I feel like that one wanted to come out. And then let's see what else wants to come out. All right, God, Source, Spirit, Mother Gaia, Angels, Archangels, Ascended Masters. Which messages of guidance wish to come out for the collective today in this message? What messages of guidance wish to come out? We had a couple little ones there. Might just go one more, I feel like. Whoop, that was way more than one. That was, again, way more than one. Okay, let's see, one more. Oh, that's way too many. Okay, one more. There we go. Okay. Do. So we have belief and imagination, birds, trees, crystals, Mother Earth, and angel in disguise. So with belief and imagination, the first one out here, we have faith, creativity, possibility, visualization, manifestation, wonder, and inner knowing. So imagination is sacred play. Your mind can open worlds, allow wonder to guide, not fear. Faith and imagination are portals to unseen realities. Belief gives life to what imagination sees. Possibility is real where your attention flows. Consciously shape the unseen before it lands. So it's a very powerful card to come out at the beginning of the reading to really set the tone here. Really reminding you of that co-creative power that you have with your reality. The power of imagination, of belief, of our thoughts, of our energy. And really consciously, using your energy in that way to shape the unseen, the infinite unseen around us before it, lands and manifests into the physical. We really do live in an infinite universe, with infinite possibilities, all kind of, almost like waiting behind the scenes in that infinite void to be, manifested and rendered into the physical reality we experience. So, really allowing yourself to play with your imagination in that aspect, and using your imagination into those, possibilities, as a portal into those unseen realities that can be, accessed. And really allowing your mind to explore such things, with wonder and excitement in that sort of playful way, as opposed to fear, stress, and worry, to really kind of help, your own co-creative aspect of the sort of reality you're kind of bringing in for yourself. So like a really great card to come out, reminding you of the power and the magic of your belief and imagination, you know, how you can really tap in and use, you know, your energy and thoughts and belief and imagination in a way to, you know, kind of co-create such a reality for yourself, you know, allowing yourself to really remember and stay, you know, conscious and focused in some regards with that, not in a way that, you know, you become too, you know, stressed or worried or anything like that about certain things, or in a way that you know, attach to certain outcomes or anything like that, but in a way that you allow yourself to kind of play, you know, with the magic of imagination and manifestation and all those wonderful, beautiful things. And then we have birds. You know, so birds, you know, might be a great little sign or synchronicity for you at the moment as well. You know, if you're seeing a lot of birds or have a bird, you know, kind of perch up nearby as if it's trying to, you know, talk to you or deliver a message from spirit or something. But we have perspective, vision, navigation, sky wisdom, soul travel, messages, freedom. You don't need to flap harder to catch the wind. Perspective changes everything. A message is trying to reach you. Stay attentive. Freedom begins in the mind before it reaches the wings. Rise above the moment to see what's really happening. So I feel like this is a great card to come out after this, you know, belief and imagination card here. You know, really calling for you to let go more, you know, and to not feel like you need to try so hard, that you can allow yourself to go with the flow and catch the wind. You know, allow your mind to become more free and more relaxed and more playful and calm. You know, not only to have, you know, new perspectives, and to also, you know, more easily receive messages, you know, from spirit or your inner guidance or your higher self or spirit team, however that resonates for you, but also to allow you to, you know, have a more playful and relaxed approach to the way you move through your reality. Then we have trees, grounding wisdom, grid work, ancestral memory, root work. Time to root down, listen deeply, and reconnect to the stillness that cannot be shaken. Hug, lean, sit, or dream with the trees. Focus on grounding and root work, elemental grid points, and access to old earth memory. So I feel like this is a lovely card to come out here, and, you know, in conjunction with these first two cards here as well, to really ground some of your energy with the help of the trees and, you know, Mother Nature in that aspect. You know, not only are trees, you know, part of such, you know, ancestral sort of energy grid works, and can hold, you know, so much wisdom that can be, you know, downloaded and received from when we work with them, you know, whether you're sitting by a tree or envisioning a tree or touching, you know, a tree with your palms or what have you. You know, even just talking to the tree, however, you know, resonates for you, but to also, you know, not only to gain, you know, maybe wisdom or insights in that regard, but to also really, you know, ground your energy with that, you know, beautiful, calming, grounding type energy that trees, you know, so beautifully provide for us, that we can really tap into in that way, to really allow your mind to become more free here in this playful sort of free perspective with the, you know, the first two cards here we're talking about, really allowing yourself to ground some of that energy, you know, with the trees, you know, and bring back some of that calmness and stillness for yourself, to allow yourself to go more with the flow here in a more carefree and grounded and playful way. Then we have crystals, activation, frequency, codes, Earth's memory, energy amplifier. Cleanse, charge, or work with a crystal that's calling to you. Enhance your vibe and frequencies. Light codes activating and surfacing. Amplify intention and coherence during meditation or dream work. So, this card, might be coming out to let you know to, work with any crystals that are calling to you, or purchase a crystal that's been calling to you. But I feel like it's also coming out, as a sign, and with the rest of the message here, to, not only cleanse, and charge your own energies and ways, but also that as a sign of, as you are going through this, more energetic sort of, not necessarily an upgrade or an enhancement here, but as you work more with this sort of energy manifestation and allowing yourself to, free your mind more and go with the flow, and really grounding your energy in all this aspect, that you might be starting to receive more energy and frequencies and light codes that, are being downloaded, and also, are being activated within you, that's, been laying dormant within your soul and energy. So, I feel like it's a great sign here that the more that you kind of let go, ground, go into that, calm, playful, sort of energy, that's also going to create, space, and create a sort of, an energetic environment, where these sort of codes and new energies and such can be activated and amplified and downloaded within your soul and energy body at this time. So to not be alarmed by such things, and go with the flow of that, and ground yourself as needed, and keep that open mind and fresh perspective and playful energy with those sort of new energies and codes, as well as they come through, and as you're amplifying your own energy here, other energies will be drawn in or activated as around or within you as well. Then we have Mother Earth, nourishment, Great Mother, grounding, cycles, home, fertility, deep belonging, sustenance. Trust natural timing. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to belong. You are held even when you forget. You don't have to earn your place here. Growth happens in seasons, not demands. What you need is already beneath your feet. Stability is a living force. So I feel like this, is a beautiful card to come out to, not only remind you that you are part of Mother Nature, you are a child of the Mother Earth, so you already do belong here, you don't have anything to prove or anything like that, and allowing yourself to feel nourished and held by those really, calming and nurturing sort of Mother Earth type energies that, are all around us, not only within nature, but within ourselves as well, as we are a part of and connected to the earth in those, wonderful ways. And is also just, a great, great kind of addition to the message that's already come out to, trust the timing of things, go with the flow, know you're allowed to rest and ground your energy, work with nature and allow things to happen as they happen, not being too, controlling or stressed or attached to things, really, kind of amplifying the rest of the message here, the energy that's been coming through here. Just another, sign and synchronicity and encouragement to really allow your mind to relax and be set free, and to go into a more grounded, playful sort of energy here. And that you're going to, get so much benefit from that, and not being too hard on yourself, or feeling like you need to do things a certain way to do things right along your journey, allowing yourself to have fun with it, and to be nourished and nurtured by those, really wonderful Mother Earth type energies that we are part of. And then the final card here, we have Angel in Disguise. Unseen allies, humility, hidden blessings, unexpected help, guidance. Not all angels have wings. Don't judge a book by its cover. support may arrive in an unexpected form. Angels can arrive as strangers, challenges, or strange coincidences. A lovely little card to come out at the end here that I feel like is just, letting you know as well that as you are, on this individual journey and doing, all this work and energy type, healing and grounding, or, working with manifestation and all those sort of, messages and guidance that have come out here. But also letting you know that, you aren't alone, and that you can expect help to come in unexpectedly and through unexpected forms that you may not even realize or notice at first. Sometimes guidance doesn't always come in the form we expect it, or, allies along our path don't always come in the way we expect. And to also, if you encounter, someone that has a peculiar energy, but in a good way, or encounter some sort of, challenge or strange coincidences or anything like that that kind of makes you feel, a little off put, or like a little bit, am I going crazy or something? Just to know that, that's not the case at all. And it could literally be, a soul tribe member, or a little, angel type energy, or one of your own, guides from your soul team, or what have you, kind of coming through to assist you along on your path and journey here. And really also encourages that sort of message here of with the birds, which is also, resonant and funny, as it mentioned, not all angels have wings, and, birds here with the wings. But just to really, keep that open perspective here, and, have a higher perspective, and really keep that opened mind of possibilities and imagination here, with that sort of, guidance in disguise. Knowing that, not everything is as it seems, and that doesn't always have to be a daunting thing, sometimes things that we don't expect can actually turn out to be, a lot more wonderful than we, anticipated, or, a lot more helpful and guiding than we initially, even realized. So to kind of, help have that more optimistic approach as well with that, as they were saying here, with that sort of open-minded, imaginative, positive type energy here with the belief in imagination card, that, unexpected things can happen. And guidance can come in many forms. And so, to expect the unexpected in that way, and to keep, an open mind and perspective in that way, and let those sort of moments, reassure you and be another guiding light and synchronicity to, keep you going along your path and along your way. Sometimes we're more supported and guided and watched over than we even realize, or we even pay attention to. And so sometimes realizing those little moments and paying attention to such things can really help bring us back to that, grounded, nurturing energy, and really give us some more, motivation and excitement to keep moving forward in that more, playful energy, where we really can free our mind more in that aspect, knowing that we aren't alone, that we are guided, that we are nurtured, that we do belong, and that we can, have fun here on our journeys. We don't have to, take it all so seriously along the way. All right, well, a really great, wonderful message to come out here. So I hope it has resonated for you in some way, or brought some, some clarity or guidance for you. But all right, I'll leave this one here for now. Sending you so much peace, love, light, and blessings as always. Bye.